insensitive bullies. So maybe Gilda was a little rude.
Castle gives us the bird.
Griffins were known to be rude, insensitive bullies. You mean Gilda?
Attributing harsh generalizations to a group of people based on the impressions of a single negative interaction. You know, racism.
She was a total jerk to all my friends, especially Pinkie Pie.
The crux of the conflict with Gilda actually centered around Fluttershy, a fact this episode never addresses. Episode turns into a slideshow.
Legend says the idol of Boreas was made from the dust of golden sunsets.
Celestia has some splaining to do.
It was actually Gilda's visit that made me curious, so I picked up bygone griffins of greatness.
Admittedly, the time in universe isn't known, but Twilight speaks of this event as if it were yesterday, when it was more than 4.5 years prior our time.
If the map wanted me to go to the coolest kingdom in all of Equestria...
Good thing Cadence isn't in the room to hear that. Not only do the train's wheels inherently balance precariously, but the back wheels aren't even on the rails.
What you reading, Rainbow?
It took this long for that line to happen. Dash's right wing is no more. It's unsettling when characters imitate each other because we all know the animator copied and pasted Twilight's mane, then changed the colors, meaning this actually is Twilight's mane. Pinkie is what the train industry likes to call a whale.
Tell the king you've been sent by the Princess of Friendship.
A title which is utterly meaningless and probably even off-putting to this culture.
It's a little-known secret that if you befriend a librarian...
Remember when Twilight was a librarian? Remember when she lived in a library? And now we're all sad.
What are you doing here?
Gilda responds aptly.
I'm a griffin? What's your excuse?
But Dash's dumb question can't go unseen.
Typical pony hero complex.
This truly was the height of the show, a time when sins were written for us.
We're gonna find that treasure, make Griffonstone cool again.
Rainbow Dash 2020, make Equestria cool again. Slapstick disguises the fact Dash was somehow carrying the book around this whole time. Pinkie's just trying to cheer up an episode involving a surprising amount of death. There is a story behind every sign. My headcanon is the town wasn't destroyed before the last musical number, retroactively ruining the Smile song. Now you'll think of this frame whenever you hear it. You're welcome. Silhouettes in a perfectly lit environment. We see Dash at the very edge. Then we go back to Pinkie and Gilda. Then, when we return to Dash, it's as if she's approaching the edge for the first time. Oven mitts further complicate hoof grip explanations. The granular jamming theory is now disproved. Back to the drawing board, everyone. Griffin Brake Checker had it coming.
You may act like a gruff, grumbling griffin, but inside you're gracious and great.
Sometimes writer credits are really ruthlessly redundant.
Throw me another rope!
You got bits?
If lawyers existed, this situation would be resolved at the mere suggestion of negligent rope maintenance. Rainbow Dash's unfinished help sounds more like she's shouting PG profanity. Dash was sure to carry along bandages because at this point it would be more surprising if she didn't get hurt while trapped in a crevice. There is no reason why Dash shouldn't be able to ride these currents up and out to safety other than plot convenience.
And you are... Gilda? You sure about that?
Obviously cut joke was cut obviously. We all know Dash responded with, "Are you sure about that, Gilda?"
That doesn't make me her friend. Duly noted. Except it does.
The loss of immersion is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Pinkie's lack of a brain kills herself and 2 friends. The rest of the skeleton is conveniently absent, implying an even more violent death involving decapitation.
The idol of Boreas!
Yes, because that's going to help a lot right now. Had Gilda not reached for the idol at this very moment, she could have both saved the ponies and taken it home to restore the kingdom and potentially become queen. But no, a binary decision is required here because cartoon. Remember kids, tying a rope around your waist is no substitute for a proper harness lest you be folded in half by your own weight. This is the most we see of Gilda pulling them back up because of how much unrealistic strength she'd need. Replacing a griffin's love for gold with baked goods isn't friendship, it's merely a currency exchange preceding bribery. This cutaway joke freezes unnaturally to allow the background jingle to finish.
See you later, you old charmer.
Pinkie's unhealthy fascination with this statue.
Pony hero complex.
Fewer ponies?